Welcome to the World Forum delegates. My name is Honorable Emmanuel Kwasi, Bedzrah, Member of Parliament for Whole West Constituency in Ghana, in the Volta region. I'm also a member of the Kwasi Parliament in the South region. My topic for this forum is the Fourth Industrial Revolution in Ghana, as we look at the prospect, the opportunities, the challenges that we have for the learning staff. Dear delegates, we all know that Fourth Industrial Revolution is one of the things that helps many countries to leapfrog into a new dimension of wealth creation. And we, in this part of the world, Africa, the sub-Saharan Africa, cannot be left behind. We have had our fair share in the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which has to do with artificial intelligence, which has to do with 3D printing, which has to do with Internet of all things, and many other things that goes with the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Many advanced countries have gone very far in this revolution. But those of us back here in the sub-Saharan Africa do not have the opportunity to match up with our counterparts in the industrial world. However, we have been able to chalk some successes in our various countries. In Ghana, the government has decided to build ICT community centers where school children can go and learn about computing, about information, about communication, and all about technology. This has helped somehow in propelling and getting students, young folks, to learn about ICT. However, that is not enough for us. The challenges that we have is that back in our rural areas, we do not have equipment like computers that our children can use to learn and to get themselves ready for the job market. Unlike in the advanced democracies, where children from kindergarten are introduced into computer, the uses of computer and information and technology, we do not have that luxury. It will surprise you that most schools, rural schools in our part of the world, some students have not even seen computers before. Most of our teachers who are teaching ICT would demonstrate this materials on the blackboard or on the classroom board without the students experiencing firsthand what the whole computer is about. That's the first challenges that we have. The other challenges is where those who have acquired some knowledge in ICT do not have the equipment to work with, like laptops or even mobile phones, or do they have data to work with? Most telecommunication establishments, data is quite expensive from those establishments, making it difficult for people to acquire internet to work with. And last but not least, in our quest to get into the Fourth Industrial Revolution has to do with teachers in this space. A lot of people who have some knowledge but do not have the in-depth knowledge into the ICT that we talk about. Yes, indeed, we have opportunities, enormous opportunities here in Africa. We have people who are willing to learn and people who are willing to put their hands into work. I'll give you a typical example of my own constituency where I introduce children from the age of 15 to adults at the age of 45, just to take them to what I call Tech Hub or Whole West Tech Hub training, where some of them were introduced to, not some, all of them were introduced to the ICT spectrum, digital designing or graphic designing, some were introduced to website designing, some were introduced to app designing, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the 2 weeks boot camp, they came out, proud, and some are doing their own small work, especially graphic designing and website designing. This is what the opportunity abounds in our areas. If children or people are given the opportunity, they would be able to scale up and become useful citizens for our countries. I've also noticed that the opportunity is there because we have job opportunities, we have jobless young people who do not have any job or any opportunity to work anywhere are around who can be trained. And as they are trained, we can outsource programs and projects to them, and they can be paid for some of these things that when they are trained in can create opportunity for them, job opportunities for them to work. And so indeed Africa has the greatest opportunity, because out there in the advanced world where the fourth industrial revolution has gone very far, I believe that when we train up our unemployed youth and those who are willing to learn, we can take them from the joblessness into a place where they'll begin to work and have some salary or something for themselves. So I'm throwing it out to the World Forum that look out for Africa. Let's provide accessories. Let's make data accessible and cheap for our brothers and sisters who are unfortunate to have opportunities to work outside. Let us also look for opportunities here in Africa where we can train our trainers, especially teachers, to begin to understand the concept of this fourth industrial revolution, where you can do what we call 3D digital printing, where you can do the Internet of Things. You just program things outside and it works for you without you being there, where we can also create opportunity avenues to outsource some of the things that we do out there, just as India has leapfrogged, where opportunities are given to Indians to design their own ICT system. And today, India exports products from their country. And some countries also outsource products to India to work on. This is what we are looking for in Africa. Not to be given the crumbs, but to be trained and prepared to take on programs and projects that you can outsource to us. So thank you, delegates, for giving the opportunity. We wish you all fruitful deliberation during this conference. Thank you.